But it was funny because her sister is in the cast of the show that we're in, and she goes, Aidan, I want to show you something. The Mon got a video of this person falling, and I said, oh my God, Matt has to see it. And I said, Matt, you have to see this video.
I turned around.
Is someone's falling? I think someone falls quite far, and Matt did like the most 8-year-old boy. I shouldn't be seeing this. Look, he went, are they hurt? How serious is it? Tequila! I don't want to be Beppa.
GMat.
Is there anything for dessert or something? Oh, Mario! Oh my God!
Woo.
I'm hometown Spider-Man.
Yay. I need help with doing a push-up.
This is still going?
Yep.
Ever. Just movies. The Matrix only.
The Matrix is a very good movie. Also, Interstellar rocks my socks.
I don't know if you guys remember when we had the party for Bruce's party, and
Yes.
We had the party for Bruce's party.
sorry, so yeah, and just from you saying, I think you guys would vibe it.
Yeah.
And Benno was showing us Camp Cove or Camp Cope. Is it Cope or Cove?
Was that depressing music?
No, it was an all lady band. It wasn't. I didn't think it was sad.
Lady band. Good on them getting out there and giving it a go.
They are an all lady band.
I know, but it's just
It was funny.
such a specific thing.
Yeah, so showing us the.
He was showing us
the
and we
kid
were all-
along
You know,
with
Led
it.
Zeppelin, that all guy band.
Yeah, they're just a band. Yeah, okay, yeah, gotcha.
But I mean, that was how it was pitched to us. It was like, they're all girls, they're all blah, 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 you know.
Now,
So that's
before
what I
you
remember.
guys get upset, they are all girls.
So just limit your expectations, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Something about the artistry is just not quite there.
We were all very, very mean about it too.
I don't remember what it sounded like. I just
No,
remember
me
Not-
either.
It
not
was
good.
violently
point,
Australian.
There was a point just before you broke the chair. I forgot
Smash
about
it to
that.
bits.
That he was playing something that was like, oh my God, this is music I would kill myself to. Was it that?
Because of or to?
Probably both.
No, I think we made fun of him because he brought up the old lady thing.
Was that why?
No.
Yeah, because it was.
I think we're all just talking. We just say, but here's the thing.
Because I don't even remember the music, and if it was bad, I would remember it. But it was someone mentioned something about like,
Is it
this
worse
all
than-
girl
than-
band thing.
Well,
What's that one Australian lady? Sitting on a futon.
Courtney Barnett or whatever.
No, Missy Higgins.
Missy. Oh, they,
No, she's great, but like, is it more Australian than her?
no, it's pretty.
It was
pretty,
Courtney
pretty on-
Barnett-esque.
I don't even know who Courtney Barnett is.
I thought it was Missy Higgins on par.
Like kind of shouting along to music in a really bogan accent. Nothing like Missy Higgins. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's
Missy Higgins is
She's
good.
an artist.
Does she not have the accent?
Oh, she has the accent.
Yeah, but
she's
she
like
doesn't-
musically
Sometimes.
talented.
but she
Okay.
sings and
Anyways, there were. There's
This
a.
will all have to come undone. That's by Missy Higgins.
There's
a
an-
triangle trying to squeeze
Cam Cope
through
is
a
more like,
circle.
no, you can't make me go to the milk bar. You know, that kind
Oh, okay.
Is that really a line?
I have no idea, but that's the vibe.
You can't make me go to the milk bar. You picked the most Australian sentence I've ever heard. You can't make me go to the milk bar.
what do you mean? Sauce is 20 cents.
Chuck another one in there, doll. I love that. That's awesome.
And then they win Hottest 100 somehow.
Smooth
Yeah.
transition.
Auslan in
out.
the evening, 97.1.
Let's do a
Hey, what did I
poo.
spend $300 for? Nothing, apparently.
How do you say nothing in Auslan? Well, that's good news. At least you know how to do that.
Did they refund you at all?
She's done
Is
everything
it really that? I mean, can we
Dogs.
be a little bit more creative than nothing is just a big fat zilch?
straight to the point.
Goose egg, baby.
I like
What's
it.
this?
Extra nothing.
You on a weekend.
God damn!
Oh!
That was really.
That was so quick.
That was goddamn.
God, she's
All right,
good.
switch.
Oh.
Woo, GMat. Yay. Hello and welcome to episode 203. 203 of the GMat podcast.
No, I don't think you should really be mean to old people. It's my one. It's one of my things.
Oh no.
things.
Yeah, I'm rude to a lot of people.
Oh
but not old
no.
people.
A few moments later.
So I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I turn behind me, and there's like this old bloke, sort of wider than my shoulder. in the line. There's no one behind him, and there's probably half a meter in front of me. So I take a step, and then he takes another step, And without sort of taking a second, I turned around and I said, I took a step to get away from you.
That's not that mean.
And he was like, oh, put his clothes down and then walked away. Yeah. I bullied someone out of buying something from Uniqlo.
You bullied an old, lonely man
60.
out of Uniqlo.
He was like 60. His wife was there
was
and he's
my
fucking
age?
breathing
60.
on my neck.
Wait,
and I
what did
just
his
was
wife do? Did she leave as well, or she were like,
I don't know. I just turned around.
Sorry, he's had a rough day.
It's like, I've turned around. I've taken a step so you wouldn't be so close to me. I was like, oh no, I'm a real jerk. I'm a real jerk.
Today's episode of the GMat podcast is brought to you by our merch, which is available at teespring.com/stores/the real GMat. But Aidan's repping the merch right now. That intro is brought to you by our good friend Kate, who did some sleuthing and found that for us.
Kate, I've always have. She's young. You're a fucking bitch.
If you'd like to submit a intro and get Aidan, send them to contact@therealgmat.tv or submit them in the Discord or send them on Facebook.
Plenty of material.
And support the show at patreon.com/the GMat podcast. There's extra content. You'll love it. Cut the music. Hello, everybody.
Bit rough.
Bit what?
Bit
Yeah,
rough.
I got a bit tongue-tied in that one. My name is Matthew. I'm the host of the GMat podcast. Let's go this way. On the Kaja team, Ben J on my right.
Thank you so much.
Across from me, welcome back, Aidan, Jonathan.
I still like old people.
And next to Aidan, Jonathan, producing and taking care of the show is Beppa J.
That is a pretty epic shooting of the self in the foot.
Well, it's hardly because
Both
there's.
described the
I'll
old
tell you this,
person
right.
as old
No.
and said you were a bully and a jerk.
I said I bullied, but I didn't say who I bullied. There's no proof. That wouldn't stand up in court. And here's the other thing that I'd like to. Here's the other thing that I'd like to point out. I didn't hear. I'm fairly certain the age that I said wasn't 60.
It was.
I thought it was upwards of 60. So if we could get that tape, I would appreciate it. If it was 60.
But
So I'm
the
sure it
only
isn't.
point of contention there is whether your definition of over 60 is right or this one that you've made here, because you called them old. You said this
That's
is an old
right.
person.
So I might have been mistaken in my labeling. Because
But
when
you
I said I'm
also
not
know
mean to
that
old
they're
people, we had
60.
to set. Yeah, that's true. But I can only ever eyeball an age.
Order.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to have the evidence presented of what age I classify as an old person.
Kate, pull the tapes.
Kate can pull the tapes.
That's all we have to do. We said it in the
This
other
is a good
podcast. We're like,
that
I'm
old
too
bit.
lazy. It was so easy to go and find, and I just pitched it to the audience. I'm like, can someone do that
And
for
do you
me?
know what's fun? Did you say it in another? When I wasn't here, because I haven't
Yeah.
listened to a single podcast.
They're good.
I'm
It's
sure
a
they
good
are.
Aiden
Like,
versus
I just-
Aiden, that old bit. You can go back to that because there's you now defining what an old person is, then calling this person old, but outside of what your definition of an old person
Well,
is.
I'm unsure of what my definition is now.
Okay.
What would your definition be
If I had to
moving
say
forward?
it right now,
Yeah.
you'd say like an old person.
No, you're old. Like in your world where you can't be mean to an old person, what's your new
Where's
new
the cutoff for
limitation?
meanness?
Yeah.
Just as we move forward.
I guess I don't know because it's a difficult one because like my father is almost 60,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't say my dad's old.
How
I'd
old
say my
would someone
grandfather
have to be
75?
behind
you know what I mean?
you
Like
in Uniqlo
old,
for you not to
75.
bully them?
white, like old. You know what I mean? Their clothes are now too big. That's an old person.
So 74, the day before their 75th, you could still be mean to them.
I guess it depends. There's got to be
It's a bell
there's gotta be
curve.
some there's got to be some grey area. There's got to be like
There's a lot of grey area.
if you're old but you're still able to walk about and be
It's a thing that you
slide,
know in
then
your
you
heart.
can-
When you turn around and you see them in Uniqlo, you go, that's an old person.
Yeah. He
And then you
wasn't the
bully
guy.
them.
The guy that in the Uniqlo wasn't old. He was
do
just
we need to play the
he
intro
was just-
again?
he was just like he would have been 60. He would have been around 60. Didn't I say that in the
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, he would have been around 60. You know what I mean? He can still drive at night.
You said, they can still move around in that. So is how decrepit they are dependent on how mean you're allowed to be to them?
No. Well, yes, I guess if you're 100, but you're still driving your BMW down the street and going to David Jones, then you can be rude
mean.
to that guy because that guy could feasibly be rude back to you.
So
You know what I mean?
does this rule apply beyond age entirely? Can you be mean to a disabled person?
So if they can be mean back,
Why can't you be mean to a disabled person?
Well, if they're mean and not old, I guess you could be mean back.
so
what if
someone
you've
can
got-
be mean back to you, then you can be mean to them and they're not really old in the like colloquial sense.
I guess it's this whole
So
stems
if
from
they
like
don't be
respect
mean
your
back
elders.
and they put their clothes down and walk away sullenly, then that would mean that they are old and you can't be mean to them.
Yeah, but you got to remember the context of which I brought that story into existence here. I was saying, I feel so bad. Kate, funnily enough, clipped around the bits, didn't she?
That's how we do it.
Interestingly, clipped around the bits, the context of the story, which I'm fairly certain I said, "Oh, I'm a bad person. I feel really bad about this incident. Let's bring it to the forum and let's discuss how I could evolve as a human being."
But I feel like given enough
instead,
time-
No, Mr. Speaker. So sorry, Mr. Speaker. The member for Casey will sit down. I came here and said, "Mea culpa. I'm sorry." I'm a bad
Did you?
guy.
She.
I'm a bad guy. I'm a jerk. I said I was a jerk. That's laying my heart out onto the floor. And you guys have used it
But this is
against me.
pre you saying I'm not mean to old people.
I said-
Also,
yeah,
given
let's try
enough
to go
time, Hitler probably would have felt bad too.
No.
He still did the bad
but
things.
your actions can outweigh.
So 100-year-old person, and you be you, and I'm 100. And I'm in my little wheelchair. It's got bits falling off it. The leather on the arms, not leather anymore.
NDIS has not helped you out.
And you come approach me to what do you? I'm
Why
hungry.
am I approaching
Because
you?
you're a carer. It's dinner time.
But I'm
You're at
not
the
a carer. You
entrance-
said I'm me.
You're at the
You're
entrance
you
to an
as a carer.
escalator.
But I'm
Oh,
not
yes,
a carer.
yes.
I'm at the entrance to an escalator.
And I'm
Matt's
just-
at the
and you're-
entrance to an escalator trying to get his chair
You're
on it.
totally-
and you have a handful of going warm sushi.
You're totally 100% alone at 100 in a decrepit wheelchair.
He's wondering what he can get away with because you're
No,
alone.
I would say, excuse me, do you need some help?
Fuck you, you old Greek cunt.
Oh, all right. Get stuffed and I'll walk around.
Okay, so you can tell them to get stuff.
Yeah, but if I
they're
can
mean.
defend myself.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm trying to work out where the line is. Where so you can do it again. Do it again.
Yeah.
Come here.
Do you need some help there?
Yeah, could you grab the back of my wheelchair and just push me forward just a bit?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Where's the bag? Which bag?
Is that you?
Sorry?
Something smells like.
Sorry, I'm holding sushi. It's getting a little bit warm.
Come walk around the
Do
front.
you mind
here.
if I have a go, Matt?
Oh, just Greek yucky.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
No,
have a nice day.
Hey, come back, you fucker.
Come back.
Come back, you fucker.
I didn't go up the escalator with them. I put them on the escalator and stayed down.
Okay.
So that's going, come back, you fucker. Come back, you fucker.
All right. So you.
So I kept my cool there.
You did keep your cool.
Because that's just like, oh, you're an old racist.
All right.
Oh, that's a shame. But you'll be dead soon. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you say that or you just think that in your heart?
Who thinks in their heart?
People who feel, Aidan? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think in my heart very often. I think in my sushi.
This is your problem.
It's not my problem. I'm lovely. I'm so nice to old people.
Kate,
And I want
Positives.
that put on the record. I am fucking lovely.
I am lovely. I'm
lovely.
fairly certain I came to a podcast and thought I was getting lovelier. Or maybe that was my New Year's resolution one year to get
No,
lovelier.
pressure's off was.
No, that's the motto.
That's 2022's motto. The resolutions.
2022's
I'm so
motto-
mixed up. Sorry. I'm
2022's
so
motto
sorry.
is 2022 pressure's off.
Yeah.
Because 2021 was anything can happen. No, 2020 was anything can happen.
Yeah.
Which it did. 2021 was choose your choice.
Okay.
Right, and now, because you can just choose your choice, do you. I don't care. Choose your choice. You want to come, you don't want to come, choose your choice. And then 2022 is pressure's off, right? So, like, do you know what? Now I don't even have to choose my choice. How dare you even expect me to arrive?
I'm mortified that I mixed up the motto and the resolution.
And
I'm
the
so sorry.
resolution is I want to get lovelier. And I think I have.
Is that for
Pull
you to
the
say,
tapes.
though, or does that need to go out to the fans?
Well, the fans aren't going to say it. The fans are a bunch of cretinous goblins.
I
What do
meant
you
more
mean?
the general
Lovely.
fans.
You're so lovely.
I love these. I love these people, but they,
that won't be a hard tape to make. I want to be more lovely.
These
Seconds later.
Don't
Dipshits
even
that
have-
listen.
Don't even have to go to a different podcast.
It's not even a different breath. But yeah, no, I do like. I like a lot of people.
You definitely, in your opinion, as the best judge of it, you are becoming more lovely, and you don't care what any of these fucking dipshits listening say.
It's so strange because at work specifically, at the start of the day, I know that I'm more curmudgeonly. Before pre-lunch, someone says, "Hey, can I have some help?" And I go, "What do you want?" Like, yep. And I'm sort of just standing there like, yeah.
So you're pre-mudgeon. You don't get.
I'm pre-mudgeon. I'm a pre-mudgeon.
I always feel like I get worse as the day.
You got pills for that, I'm sure.
Yes. I tried at the pre-mudgeon pills, but didn't work. And then after lunch, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Can
What
you
can I do?
stop
What can I have?
rubbing me with your foot? Fucking
I
hell.
know.
We're having a
I've
nice
noticed
time.
It's like
Guys, it's Pride Month.
it's like we're in class and he wants to fuck me.
Did you catch?
Maddie,
I mean, you
ask
haven't
him
been
some more
listening.
questions about people.
Sorry, keep going. Oh,
Ben.
All right, no more foot stuff. No more foot stuff.
You've missed this little development between these two, haven't
Are
you?
they getting homoerotic?
Oh, we're there. They're
I had a
married.
dream that we were gay together, and then
It was delightful.
I brought it up on the podcast, and yeah, we didn't have sex or
His idea
kiss.
of being gay was
Just
we sit in
sleeping
bed
in
and
the
play
same bed.
H1Z1.
Playing H1C1.
Did you have a dream about Ben being gay with Ben and not me?
Well, you came over and played H1Z1, so we might have been all in a little throuple. Have you still got ears after you did that?
What?
Can you still hear?
Are your cans
Yeah.
on?
Okay.
Cool. I saw a bunch of shit move, and the cameras are good, Bet.
Ben, I'm really jealous of your beanie.
Are you?
Yeah, because you look
Mine doesn't even
like...
have football stuff on it.
Yeah, mine...
It's not. It's a charity.
Mine's going towards helping fight MND, motor neuron disease.
I thought it was the
It is.
Western kangaroos.
No, it's not. It's fight MND. I think it says it right here.
Yeah.
They just go around finding people with motor neuron disease and
Just beat the
beating
shit out of them.
them.
It's horrible.
It's
but-
crazy.
But it's a good
As
foundation.
long as they're under 60.
75.
75.
We're doing
We've
75.
agreed on
Moving
75.
forward. Moving
Because,
forward.
I
because
wasn't listening, I'm so
60s,
sorry.
60's too varied.
Mm.
60's not. 60 may not be old. Also, if it's during a pandemic and you're too close to me, that whole thing goes out the window.
But you
I thought it
made
was
the
without
rule
exception.
during the pandemic.
No, it was after the pandemic I made the rule. Wasn't it?
I don't think
It was
so.
it was a further
I
on
don't
top-
know,
you're
but you
right,
were
you're right.
very stringent that there were no exceptions to that rule.
Yeah.
At the time, because
But-
we put the pressure on, and you were like, no.
Funnily enough,
Never.
I can't give you my entire life choices in one podcast when I'm getting roasted by two people. You know what I mean?
2022, the pressure's on.
The pressure's on in the podcast, but everywhere else, pressure's off.
I got yelled at by a bunch of 18-year-olds yesterday.
You did not.
Yeah, and
Why?
I didn't take
Because
it
of the
well either.
mustache.
Where? Here?
Yeah, I was coming home from rehearsals last night. And
What? Late?
In
Yeah.
your dark van.
What the fuck?
I pulled up to lights and I was drumming on my steering wheel and
Yeah.
I drummed and I went a toot and tooted.
Yeah.
And I was behind a P plate full of people, and I tooted them when we were sitting in a red light and there was no need for it. No, and I did it when I tooted them. I went like this, which I never do.
Betsy?
And then I kept it there because hoping they would see.
Yeah.
They'd see me covering my mouth, but they didn't. And then when I drove up beside them, they went and they went like, "What the fuck, you want?" And I was just sort of like, "I had an accident." And then
You
I
didn't
turned
take
off
it
and-
well, like you freaked out.
Yeah, I didn't lie. I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
thought-
came
I
home and
thought
you're
you
like,
did,
"Beg,
It happened again.
I was yelling at me.
I thought you meant like you went into like.
No,
You didn't have like one of them street fights.
no. I wanted to wind down a window and be like, "It was an accident. I'm sorry," and I should have done that, but I didn't.
That's so interesting that you go that way.
Which
'Cause
way?
I feel like I'd have gone that way.
Depends what mood I'm in.
Who the
Sometimes
fuck do you
I
think
can.
you are?
Sometimes I can go that way, but
Yeah.
last night I went that
It
way.
was clearly a
What
fucking
sends you?
accident.
What sends you that way?
Don't give him that information that easily. What are you doing?
No, because
I
generally I think he's like, "Oops, sorry," and just is like, "Oh well, you know, it happens." Oh, sorry."
Yeah.
But what is it? He's like, "No, you don't want."
I have a like somewhere deep inside me when things don't feel fair.
Yeah.
When something doesn't feel fair, I always go that direction. I want
Yeah, but it's
everything
not
to be
fair
fair.
for them to yell at you and you didn't care.
But in their world, it is. They thought they were getting tooted at by someone when they were at a red light, and then they yelled at me. I was like, that seems fair enough. But if they yelled at me for something,
Just a little car horn.
yeah. But if someone come up behind me and
It
was
is
sitting at a red light
frustrating.
and they tooted me, we're like, what the fuck are you doing? I wouldn't immediately assume, oh, that must have been an accident. Because how do you do that accidentally?
That is,
Ed
yeah.
Rodney.
That is. It depends on what were your thoughts that 15 minutes into the drive, where you got to that red line. Because if I was chilled and someone did that, I might think, oh, it was just an accident. But if I was like a little bit rowdy, I'd have reversed into them.
I was sleepy as well. I was super sleepy yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't been
Even at
sleeping well.
rehearsals?
Yeah.
You didn't see me.
I had a coffee on the way. Remember, I got there with the coffee. That sort of
That's true.
hurt me
Do you
up a
remember the
little bit.
coffee, Adam? Remember the coffee you
Yeah,
had?
because he handed me the coffee. He's like, "Can you hold this for a second?" It's like,
You said yes.
I
You said it
know,
was fine.
I know.
It's
Of course it's fine.
Doesn't
And
mean it
then he
wasn't
came back
hard
and
work,
he
though.
He came back and he was like, I was like, "Did you forget I had your coffee?" He's like,
Kinda.
"Yeah."
Ta-da!
Before I left for rehearsals, I was laying face down on the bed I was just fucked. I had a shower to try and wake myself up,
Also,
and then
some garbage.
I was rooted. I've been sleeping because I've been like night sweating.
Really?
Yeah.
Leaving the heater on or something?
Free sauna.
No, we didn't sleep with the heater on, but yeah, like 3 nights in a row I've been waking up just dripping in sweat, and I'm like
stress?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I'm just gross. It's
Maybe
just
you've developed hypohidrosis.
Oh,
yeah. That was an inside joke
That's a very funny joke.
that no one listening is gonna.
I liked it.
I'm sure you've mentioned it on the podcast.
Have I?
Yeah,
Sure.
100%.
So what else is going on, everybody? How are you guys? What have you guys been up to?
I've done, I just finished the semester of uni, so I didn't have the last 2 weeks have been pretty fucking
Busy.
ripid. But I did look up the other day. I was driving and I looked up. I wasn't driving.
You saw the roof.
That's the worst start to this conversation because I wasn't. I had the thought.
so the other day I wasn't driving.
The other day I was driving and I had a thought of I'm going to turn 27 on Friday, and I thought, what does a 27-year-old look like? Right? Like, because I don't. Every time I think of my age, I'm like, first of all, my life doesn't reflect how old I am in any way, shape, or form. I still live like an 18-year-old, right? Like it's wild. I have the easiest life on the planet. It's horrible, and I feel bad about it.
For bad. I
Milk
think
it.
mentally,
Yeah, milk it.
mentally we're there. Just me and Becca playing 40-year-olds in the show. And the other day she said,
no.
we were talking about how we want to play the Tenardiers one day. And then
Yeah.
Becca said, we're a bit young to do it. Like, and I was like, we're too young to play the role we're playing now. She goes, yeah, you're right. We're like 20 years too young. And I was like, try again.
Yeah,
And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, God.
Yeah.
like 10 years to you.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
So I looked up 27-year-old man on Google, and it was pretty average, right?
Okay.
Yeah, there were plenty of people.
Okay.
But then I saw an article that said 27-year-old man who hasn't reached puberty yet,
wow.
but like is developing. Like he doesn't look like a child. He's tall.
Was
but-
it Andy Milanakis?
I don't know. I have
Who's
to
that?
get the article back up again.
He was like a
From
Mad
The Office?
TV guy. He's a weird. I don't know if his thing's a puberty thing, but he's got some degenerative thing. Not degenerative.
He's
the
a
opposite
degenerate.
of degenerative. Yeah, he doesn't generative.
He's
How do
now
you-
31.
How do you reach adulthood without going through puberty?
His name's Brandon
Don't
Westfall.
you need to?
Yeah. This is a 31-year-old man who has never hit puberty.
So
Isn't that wild?
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He's got...
Can't grow a full mustache.
I don't know.
This is the bit in the middle, I guess.
Yeah. I thought I read it and then I didn't have it ready.
Just trying to read it, so I'm straight over.
Wait.
You know the pussy marijuana guy.
Yeah.
That's Andy
Mark
Milanakis.
Ribble. What? No, Mark Ribble?
Nah, that's this kid.
Ribble.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wrote a
And he's
rap.
46.
I wrote a little
Put
rap
him
song.
up to the camera.
I wrote
That's a
a little rap song
46-year-old
on my
man.
BlackBerry.
I'll put it up on the screen.
46?
46-year-old man.
Pussy, 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 marijuana, wanna. Pussy, 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 marijuana.
That's
So,
Andy
like, he
Milanakis.
never went through puberty.
I don't know what his thing is. It might not be that, but it's
It'll be a syndrome of some description.
something like that. Yeah.
I thought it was just wild. Because, I did go through puberty.
I wonder if you can like do you?
I don't
Because
wanna brag.
before
Allegedly.
puberty, I was still getting boners. You know what I mean?
No, that's during puberty.
No, I was getting boners from when I was like 6.
What's the youngest? What's the
Little
youngest
boys can get boners. Trust me.
Aiden,
Enough.
Google youngest boner.
What's the youngest age that a boy can go through pube?
Well, there's the opposite thing where
Don't make
the
me look
hormones
that
go all wonky and you can go through really young.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
But you can get boners before you get puberty. I had 2 brothers. Boners were very funny. To the point where I'm like 6 and I'm like, it's not a puberty thing to get boners.
Fucking crazy frog run around
It's
the
just
house.
blood going to your penis.
The normal age to start puberty in girls is from 8 and from 9 in boys.
What?
Yeah, 8 and 9. Guys don't stop going through puberty until quite late.
I felt
as
like I
well.
started going through puberty when I was like, wait,
I was probably 13. I
Yeah.
think, high school.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, how do you? I don't really want to ask this, but how do you measure it? Because I measure it from
Tape measure.
the
Wait,
first
what?
the first hair I got, basically.
Yeah, my underarm hairs.
Yes, that was first.
Yeah.
But mine came in super late. My voice dropped when I was 12, when I was in grade 6.
Really?
Yeah.
there are videos of me that I'm like, Dad, and I was like,
I've heard
I'm
it.
like, and you're right.
Oh, you showed me that
video.
recording of you guys all yelling in the kitchen
Yeah,
about
and
something.
I'm like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, year 12.
but it was still you. It was like, I'm hungry. Is there any lucam there in the fridge?
It's still you, like it was a fucking double, like a body act. What are you talking about? Is there any look in the fridge? Am I Jewish?
I remember it took me forever to get leg hair. I remember.
Do you have any now?
Yeah, I get leg hair. You know what else I've got? My the skin on my legs is really cracked. I have
Why?
really dry skin running down there. It doesn't itch or anything like that. I just have cracked skin, and I used to get really self-conscious about it. And I was like, I remember like laying up at nighttime, being like, "Please God, please Jesus and God, can you please give me leg hair?
What?
All I want is leg hair when I grow up. I'm asking for nothing, or make my legs less look like a crocodile. That's
Just
all
get some moisturizer.
Why don't you pray for a beard?
Well, because my face wasn't cracked. Really, beard was way out of my fears at that point. I didn't have leg hair or arm hair, and all these other boys are walking around
like Matt Lucas.
in the gym. They're all just like,
How-
Yeah, you
And I was
guys
like,
had a gym
"Please."
experience. I didn't have gym experience.
How old were you when you got arm hair?
Can you kill Tom? Begging to God to kill Tom.
You rock a little bit of arm hair now, don't you?
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, not crazy, but you
I
got
have
some
hairy hands.
I meant armpit
I've
hair when I said arm hair.
hairy hair. Oh yeah,
You got
okay.
hairy hands? Look at that. I got hairy hands.
hair on my hand.
I don't. I got kind of hair on my knuckles.
I've got like a
little.
hard stop as well.
You look like my dad.
Isn't that creepy?
My dad looks like Robin Williams.
Yeah, like
His
a
hands are-
real gorilla arms.
Yeah.
That's wild. Robin Williams, like you could hold on if you were falling, you would hold on to the hair at Robin Williams.
It fucking hurt, but yeah, what happened?
Speaking of falling, should we tell that story of that thing that we saw last night?
That's a good one. Yeah.
So we're at rehearsals, and my friends have gone and moved to London, right?
Okay.
Not all of my friends, because clearly I'm surrounded by amazing friends right now, except for Ellie. She's my best friend. Anyway, they went to London. I went to Harry Styles in Scotland, and she went by herself, as a matter of fact. And she's filming Harry, and they're on the second tier of this stadium. So there's an underneath, and there's an on top. And the video you can see.
I'm gonna try and draw a picture.
Yeah, okay.
No, I get it. The underneath and the overneath.
You know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Underneath.
They're
and
on the
underneath,
overneath area.
She's in the middle neath.
Oh,
Because there's an overneath and there's an underneath.
So
and
she's
she's
in
just
the neath.
neath. Yeah, she's just neath. And
We're all theatre majors.
yeah, she's neath. And she's sitting there.
So that's sort of like that's how it looks.
oh, this is helped.
That's
a lot.
the stage.
What
That's the
fuck
stage.
are you? What's
You gotta
the
hold it
border?
closer.
So
the
that's the
camera.
phone. That's the phone. So that's the stage way off in the distance, and all this is just crowd. So it's fucking far
It's like-
away in the
You can't
shot.
see it.
Down below her in the underneath, it's like 10, maybe 15 meters. Do you reckon 10 or 15?
Yeah.
And she's filming, and she's like, "Yes, music for us."
Whatever
Watermelon
song
sugar,
they do.
Right,
yeah.
yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, from the overneath, you see a man just go "Ah," and fall from the overneath to the underneath.
He also takes up
straight
like
past
that
the
much
knees.
of the frame. he's so
He's
close to
so
the frame. He just
close.
goes,
Oh, so she's right near the front.
Yeah.
she's the front. She must be on like the second balcony. He must be like third balcony, and he just goes.
He fell easily 10, 15 meters. Maybe more because he fell from above. But you see him hanging for 2 secs, and then he falls, and he falls long enough to go,
It
Oh,
flips
no.
when he's going down.
not good.
Do we know what happened?
He may not be
I
dead.
don't believe he's dead. I spoke to her yesterday, and she said it was traumatic, but he wasn't dead. But it was funny because her sister is in the cast of the show that we're in, and she goes, "Aidan, I want to show you something. The Mon got a video of this person falling," and I said, "Oh my God, Matt has to see it." And I said, "Matt, you have to see this video.
I turned around.
There's someone's falling. I think someone falls quite far." And Matt did like the most 8-year-old boy, I shouldn't be seeing this look. He went, "Are they hurt?" How serious is it? And we both floored me. It was the funniest fucking thing ever. And
wrong,
he
bro?
was hurt 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
What's the matter? Oh, press the
Smooth
number.
transition.
Anyway,
And good old boys drinking whiskey right, singing this will be the day that I die.
Sorry, everybody. We had to fix the camera.
So we had him entertained.
It was beautiful.
Did a bit of Dom McLean.
See,
for
I
you.
was super happy to see that to get the call across my shoulder. Like, hey, you go see this video.
Get the call.
Yeah, he was like, the video's gonna.
It's your agent. We got another falling video.
Someone's getting hurt, and I was like, is it gonna?
It was like he had like the smallest little mouth. It was a smile as well as a nobody can hear me say this.
Oh, I hope nobody's seriously injured, Aidan.
So he's probably not dead, but it's definitely.
He bounced. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we
hit the
said
floor
for
and-
sure that's his last concert.
Yeah, or at the very least, the last time he'll be able to do a round of applause.
Did Harry...
Be a semicircle.
Stop, everybody stop whatever song it is that I do. Is that man okay?
The problem is, it's one of these. It's like, okay, I'm filming. No,
Oh, no.
come on.
Yeah, though people like that shouldn't be allowed to take videos.
Right.
Would you rather be friends with the kind of person that just keeps filming and
You're
is like,
dating the kind of person that would keep filming. What are you talking about?
Shit.
Well, you got to. It's for posterity.
but in that moment,
He
I
said-
feel like you would panic and be like, oh God, let's see if he's okay.
But
Not,
you're
let's
on the
keep
second
filming.
No, there's
level.
nothing anyone
So
could
you
do
could do
from
like
up there.
this. You can
Just
go like
leave
this.
him,
You
keep
go-
dancing.
He's doing
Well, you can't go
these, and
down
you
to him unless you go out.
Is
and
he
Check
check
his
it.
wallet for
But
cash
how do you
and
know
enjoy
until
whatever
you put
music
your
Harry
phone
makes.
down and you check that he's
Don't
okay?
put the phone down. Just walk and go like this. So we can see with
Hey,
you.
it's me from TMZ. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
So she sent the video to like news agents, news places all around the world.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should have charged him.
She was like, yeah. Well, she said, I've got a story if you're interested. Somebody fell. I've got footage of the person falling. If you want to run it, let me know. I can do an interview. Nobody
Oh my
wanted
God, worst.
And she put the camera down.
it. And she put the camera down.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Wild.
It is wild. I wish I was there.
His second response was, I have the perfect Reddit for this. It's like, okay. What is the Reddit for that?
Well, there's a Reddit for. I can't remember the name of it, but it's specific for people who shouldn't be filming accidents because they take the camera away when it happens.
There's a Reddit for everything.
Yeah.
That's a funny little website, Reddit. Anyhow, the guy fell.
Big think.
No, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. Here's the
It's
thing.
interesting that her instincts are like, I don't know whether it's just shock or like, oh my God, I'm a good person. Like her spinal reflex is to put the camera away. But then she's like, I mean, I may as well send it off to everyone.
Right? This is what I'm saying. You can't have it both ways. You've got to either get the footage, and you've got to have footage, because the bit that the newspaper
full Nightcrawler.
is the 100% the next bit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and then he's in the stretcher, like, oh, God, and
Yeah.
his legs are that way and that way. Like, he landed.
What was your favorite song of the evening, sir? What was your favorite song?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you like to say to Harry?
Grape juice. But yeah, so she didn't.
Great Jews.
Yeah, yeah, it really might be.
Yeah.
He was going head first. So unless somehow he figured out a way to twist in midair, can you do that?
Or maybe
course
he
can.
landed on people.
Real
I think once
Spider-Man
you're
move.
going, it's difficult to even like judge how far you are to the ground. I'm sure it's. So
I imagine
quick.
he was super pissed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'd be pissed too.
Maybe
If I
that
was
would
like
help.
halfway through. You're going to miss the second half.
Yeah, well, that's so. There's a person at the cast as a paramedic, and she said
Being drunk helps. 'cause
fingers
you don't
crossed they were
tense.
drunk. Yeah.
I have a question.
Also, he would have gone
Go
like that, like broken all his arms and stuff.
Saw this on the YMH Instagram.
Yuma.
What would you rather? Would you rather work the worst job you've ever had?
This one.
Go back to that.
Doing it now.
Would you rather go back to that job for a year or take a non-lethal gunshot?
To which part of my body?
Yeah, where?
Do I get a payout so that I don't have to work for that year? Because I'm in that job right now, so I'll take it.
Yeah,
In the
you
foot?
yeah. Well,
Sure.
you're saying
Get shot non-lethally.
Yeah, but non-lethally. But then do I have to go and recover and not work for 3 months? I'll take the fucking shit job for a year. That's not like I want the money. You know what I mean?
It's
Am I getting-
non-lethal.
It's not enough context here.
But non-lethal could be I'll shoot you in the kneecap, and then it's like, well, now I'm never going to be the same.
I feel like that's not to use the P word, but I feel like it's a very privileged question to ask because I think most of the people answering that question are already living
Yeah,
that
the
life.
worst fucking job
Yeah.
ever. Yeah, that's the people that are living their lives doing stand-up and doing podcasting.
It was pitched to Danny Brown.
Yeah. So the question is, would you like to continue your life now or get shot?
Yeah. What would you like?
Well, I don't want to work at the reject shop.
You want to go? Oh, you reckon the reject's the worst
Was
one?
that the worst one or just the
Hungry
last
Jack's
bad
that
one?
you
Oh, Hungry Jack's. Yeah, I would take a non-lethal shot across the face. I would, no matter where they want to shoot me.
Really?
Rather than go work at Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, mine was an insurance company.
Uh-huh.
That's quite possibly the worst job I've ever worked in my life.
I could just shoot you in the arm right now.
If you shot me in the arm, though, I don't know. I really don't want to get shot. That's my problem. I'm against that. I hope
Pull the
I go
tapes.
through my entire life. Not
Here's
getting shot.
several clips of you saying you want to get shot. Aidan.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You know,
if
they
it was
probably are.
if it was Hungry Jack's, I'd rather a lethal gunshot.
Just fucking end it.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's like one of the cast members in the play that we did. Every time you react to like, I'm going to fucking kill you, his reaction is please. Which is the scariest fucking reaction to that ever. Like, oh, fuck you. I'm going to fucking kill you. He's like, please end it. He's like, I'm sorry.
Just make it quick.
Come here, give me a hug.
What about you, Ben?
Huh?
Worst job or shot?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the criteria of what happens when you get shot. If it's like you're going to get shot, but it'll be a completely fine recovery, nothing wrong with you, and while you're recovering, you get paid.
Yeah.
Makes it tough to not want a gunshot.
Like, I'll shoot you in the thigh.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you like here in the thigh. It's not going to go through the bone. It's not going to puncture an artery. It's going to take 2 months, 2 to 3 months for a proper full recovery. Paid rehab. You get paid your normal salary. You get to be at home with a gunshot. Or
Get to be at home.
or you have to go to your worst job. What is your worst job? What let's give context. What's the worst job that we've ever worked?
Isn't that one where you were helping that guy with his startup and you had to phone up?
I mean, if I'd stuck it out there, probably, because
Yeah.
you're just calling dead numbers from phone books and people who are like, I don't do that anymore, mate, for businesses. And it was miserable, but
I
I only did it for 1 day, so
I remember seeing
didn't get enough time to really soak the suck
Not
in.
all the information.
I remember seeing that look of I'd rather a lethal gunshot go over your face when you're working at cinema.
Yeah, there were days at the cinema where it was like the people I worked with are okay. It's just the job it felt like being shot in the gut every day.
How long did you work at the cinema?
Felt like forever.
It was
A
forever.
couple of
really.
years.
It was
Few
years, right?
yeah.
I've been at JB now for years. I couldn't.
Just the thing walking into the place, being like, oh god, it's gonna
It
be
is that.
hours, and it's gonna feel like hours.
And you had to put on a vest.
No, I've never put on a vest.
Oh, you just put on a shirt.
Actually,
yeah,
I
most
actually
of the time I
asked
put on
him
a
to
shirt.
put on a vest.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm
No.
not gonna do that.
Where I was working, we didn't have vests. They'd ask me not to leave sometimes, and I would leave anyway. I was never asked to wear a vest.
Was it just like a button-up black shirt kind of situation?
Yeah, a little collared number.
You know my favorite part about that entire saga, and tell me if I'm not allowed to say this, if I have to cut it, but Georgia was his boss for a little while.
Really?
And it used to be things like Ben, can you smile more? And they're like, no. And now they live together.
Oh no, Ben, can you smile?
Yeah,
more?
she
I remember her-
did
Were
not
you
like
dating
me.
at the time? No.
Yeah, I think we were sort of getting to that point.
Right. and
Oh,
it was-
really? Oh, okay. I thought this was I thought it was like you'd barely knew each other. And she's like,
Well, at the very least, we would have been good friends.
Okay, all right.
Can you smile more? That's awesome.
She told me that story as well, being like, I'm just
You
trying to get
need
him to
to smile
smile.
more.
And
Yeah.
you were just like, I'm not going to do that.
That's
Yeah.
look like get away. Get away.
Did you ever just go home when she was in charge? And you were like, I'm just going home.
I don't know.
That's ballsy. I don't think I've ever had a job where I'm just like, I'm just going.
Yeah.
And then I just leave, even
Yeah.
though. Were you rostered? Were you supposed to stay there another hour or something?
Well,
An hour? Like, it depends on
Just
how
say
long
that.
you-
Yeah. Well, it's like, what is rostering? You know, it's 6 o'clock here, but somewhere else,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
8 o'clock. So I'm just going by
reality is there are no more movies on.
Lithuanian
there's
time.
infinite
coming
amount
back.
of dimensions with an infinite amount of variables. In some of them, I'm at work, and in some of those dimensions, I'm at home. This one's going to be a home dimension now. Yeah, I can't remember. I think the shifts did have like a 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. and a 5 p.m. till close.
Yeah.
It wasn't like 5 p.m. till 8:47-ish.
It's like, oh, I
So-
saw. Did I not clock out? I'm so.
But sometimes they
sorry.
would send you home early if it was quiet. And I'm like, look, it's quiet. I'm going to go.
Okay.
It's wild.
So they
how-
would send.
You were about to make that call anyway, I'm
Yeah.
sure. See ya.
And if
Bye,
you didn't,
Georgia.
it means I'm better at your job than you. So
I'll see you at home.
You pick up some milk on your way home. Bye. That's great.
Don't make too much noise when you come in.
I'll definitely be asleep. Enjoy the rest of our shift.
What's mine is yours, baby.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've left a couple of times, but nothing crazy. I'm usually more like all of a sudden I feel so unwell. I don't just I'm leaving now.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't done it in a long time, but at Masters, particularly when I worked at the hardware store Masters, I'd say
You're the reason they went under.
I a couple of times had to be the delivery person. That's how shambles Masters were. I was the delivery person. I worked on the counter and I drove a VW Golf. And I was the delivery person from Masters for a time. So I used to work like a Thursday till 9, and nobody comes to a fucking hardware store, especially Masters, at the end till 9. So at like 7 o'clock, I'd be like, oh shit, guys, I've got a, oh my God, I've got a delivery in my boot. I've got to go.
I love the idea of you pulling up in the Golf with like these big beams of pine on your roof and be like, okay, we've got one order of long stringy wood bits. You wanted the long wood? You got long wood. Is all this long wood yours, or have I got a couple of different ones here?
Yeah, who ordered? Even worse was when a real tradie, like a proper man, came in, and I'm working in the wood section.
He must be like 27 years old.
Yeah, that guy must easily be 27. And he'd be like, "Yeah, can you just cut us a couple of lengths of Marlboro, please?" I'm like,
Are they cigarettes?
Marlboro Gold?
yeah, sorry. The guy that usually cuts them. I just work on the counter.
There's the spinny. You drop it on the thing and it cuts. It makes the shorter wood. Do you want to use it?
I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
Although, and wild as well. You know what a wave is? Like these, yes, or an ocean. But these things are like a little. It's like a scissor lift kind of thing, but you can drive it around.
Yes. Have you seen the wave video?
It's like you can drive it around and then you can go up, right? And it's not sturdy at all, right? It's for light stuff. But at Masters, they used to store fridges high. So if a customer wanted a fridge and they wanted to take it, you'd have to go out there with a fucking wave that when you get up, and I was skinnier then, when you moved, it would move like this.
Yeah,
and
cool.
I'm rocking back and forth a fridge to get on the fucking wave.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I get shot.
I don't like that. Instead of that. I did have that school job. I used to go home early, but I wasn't saying to a person I'm going home. I just knew no one would know. So if I had to do what you did and just say, "Now I'm going," I don't think I could do that.
Yeah,
Too scared
to
of
just
getting in
say it
trouble.
out loud. It's not even about. I just feel guilty.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm in trouble. I don't like being in trouble. Yeah, but still to this day, I don't like being in trouble.
Nobody
I like the
does.
elaborate plate spinning act that you set up for that job.
It's great.
Of like, well, I've got two schools. I'm going to be at the other school, and the other school thought you were at the first school.
Yeah.
And
even in the first school, I could have been in media or music. So I had another layer where they're like,
Nice.
he's probably at the music department or he's probably the media department.
the Bernie Madoff of public school
It
education.
sounds like you're surrounded by people that also didn't want to be there.
Yeah, teachers. Teachers and students. Nobody in a school wants to be there.
I'll be teaching the grade 2-3s today, and the 2-3s think I'm teaching the 3-4s. So it's the perfect. No one's getting educated, and I'm getting paid.
I went into a school recently to do all the teachers were doing a curriculum day, and I was taking the kids for like a drama workshop. Right, a friend of mine was working there. She's like, "You do drama, come in and you can do the kids' drama workshop for the day." And all of the teachers before I had the grade 1-2s, all of them came in and said, "I just want you to be aware this class is like the WWE." And then I thought, oh, okay, no worries, not a problem. I go, okay, kids, we're going to do this. Everybody get in a group. Okay, no problem. You've all got 5 minutes. I'm counting 5 minutes, and everyone goes crazy. I go get a glass of water, and I come back, and there is no joke, 4 wrestling matches in each corner of the room. Like they're
So it
like
really was the
fucking
WWE.
punching on with each other. These 1-2s.
He's giving him the
Oh my God! Yeah, so yeah, it was wild. So yeah, nobody wants to be at schools.
Yeah,
No. Although I liked high school, I enjoyed it.
me too.
Yeah, I didn't peak. But fuck, I came close. Gross.
I remember I nearly got that job. I think that would have been a very good job, was the courier for escorts.
What?
Remember I nearly had that job?
Yes.
Where I,
But your car sucked.
yeah, they wouldn't let me do it because I didn't have
so
heating.
fucking funny.
Where I could courier escorts
It
from
was just
job
the
to
heating.
job.
Like they saw your car and thought it'll
No.
do.
Oh yeah, I
but
did
the
send a photo.
heating-
Though I didn't have heating. though.
Not that when you turned
need
up,
our girls
there
to
was
be warm.
There was a jazz rendition of "Your car's about to die, 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 die," and don't sit in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I was like, they may not make it to their appointments. That'd have been sick because I would get to go, I drop them there, and then I just stay there while they do whatever escorts do, and just stay in my car and hang
Like
out.
that's a mystery. What are you
Well, I
talking
mean,
about?
they could. I don't know.
Could
I'm
be a
sure they do
cuddle,
different.
Could be the girlfriend experience.
It could be a hug. Could be a
Hey,
strap
Sally, you're all sweaty. We doing Pilates in there?
Oh, and they come in and be like, "Oh, you smell."
I'll tell you this much: there's no fucking way her name's Sally.
Yeah. What's her name, Aidan?
Crystal,
Ah, yes.
or like sauna.
It's Sally with an IE.
Yeah.
And there's a little love heart for the
Yeah,
eye.
it's something sluttier than Sally. Is what I'm saying.
There's no slutty
Sorry
Sallys.
to all the slutty Sallys out there.
No, Sally's gonna be slutty.
That's a
man.
good generic term. She's a real slutty Sally. You know what I mean?
Tell you what.
She's a real wet Wilbert. If
Are you not allowed to say slutty?
Well, I can't talk. I love doing the show that we're in at the moment, but I say slut like 6 times, and every time I'm like cringing.
Like I'm not saying
inwardly.
I'm not saying you slut like a bad thing, but I feel like the crystal and like.
I think it's fine in context. Like,
Yeah.
like Beck could come out wearing something. She's like, I feel so slutty in this.
I would
like
never
In a
say
positive way. No, but like I'm saying, in a context where it's like, it's all context.
As there was no what do you say?
Derogation.
Thank you. There was no irrigation there.
No, none at all.
You gotta get loose.
What else is going on?
Baby, don't get it. Maybe I shouldn't come back to the podcast.
We brought this up almost bang on a year ago. I think it's time we bring it up again
Oh no.
as a new check-in. What celebrity could use a swift punch in the face at the moment?
Oh, several.
A stiff bitch to the nose.
A stiff bitch to the nose. I still think Will Smith deserves a stiff bitch.
Oh, he could take a stiff bitch.
And I'll tell you this much. He's like, there was an article I read about Will Smith that said like, hey, forget about the slap. Will Smith's back.
Forget about it. Just forget about it.
And I was like, what? I read into it. Oh, they're in talks to do I Am Legend 2.
Oh, yeah.
So fuck you, Will Smith.
Open
Forget
it.
about all that other stuff. The Weinstein
Yeah.
Company is back.
Yeah, exactly. And with iRobot 2, you know what I mean? Like a bad,
Yeah.
a not a good movie sequel. It's not like,
No.
oh my god, they're doing Interstellar again. You know what I mean?
Forget about the slap. What's his wife's name?
Jada.
Jada's back. Whatever. G.I. Jane too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Speaking of sequels, did you guys see the news today about Joker 2?
And with
No.
Lady Gaga.
It's going to be a musical.
What?
Oh, fuck.
And Lady Gaga's going to be Harley Quinn?
What?
Something like that? Yeah, I know.
She's
That's
in
what the
talks.
rest of the internet is reacting
I didn't
like.
realize it was a
Was
musical.
it like a clown is born?
She's in
Yeah.
talks to be Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
But I didn't
She's
see anything
in
about a musical
talks.
today.
Well, yeah, maybe it's rumored. I don't know, but that was all over.
Sounds
my-
like an
my
Onion
feed.
article.
The title,
No,
title doesn't seem musical.
We know Joaquin Phoenix can sing, can't he? Because he played
A rapper for a
Johnny
couple of
Cash.
years.
And a
Oh, yeah,
rap for
true.
a couple of years, yeah. The Elvis movie is apparently good. Don't go and see Jurassic World. That's the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my
So
life.
bad, is it?
That movie.
So annoying because they got all the cast back.
Oh, it would have been a -5, but Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern take it to a 3.
Okay.
And what's the other one's name?
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. He's amazing. I love Sam Neill. But it's shit. And it's shit because it's not about the dinosaurs anymore. You know, you go see Jurassic Park.
It's like we've forgotten what we're here for.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, you're there for the T-Rex.
I've never seen it, any of them.
You never see... Oh, Jurassic Park 1's very good.
You ever see Jurassic Park?
Yeah, it's really good.
It was on in the background of my childhood, much like Jaws, but I've never sat down and watched
I
it.
was the same. I only saw it as
You gotta watch some of them big animal movies.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. It's about
Spielberg's.
locusts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not
That's not cool.
no bueno.
No, that's not cool.
Also, I don't like how they've turned the raptors that were supposed to be like they're almost as smart as us. They're just like, and now they're kind of like dogs.
Yeah, and like anytime. So here's what I'm not a big fan of. Are you guys going to see it? I'm not going to spoil
No,
it.
I'm not gonna
But
see
I'm
it.
going to
Nah,
give
fuck
you
it.
some.
Spoil the shit out of it.
I saw
think
the
I spoiled
first
that
one.
movie.
Okay, spoilers for the new Jurassic World. Now, it's about locusts, right? So the new company that's making the dinosaurs, it's not a park. They've just got like this haven for every dinosaur. But they've made locusts that go and eat everyone's crops that aren't theirs, right? So they sell seed that these locusts don't think, and it's the
Okay.
world is going to have a famine. We have to stop the locusts. That's Laura Dern's, that's the original character's main, that's their arc.
Okay.
Right? They have to stop the locusts, which is at this place. Chris Pratt and the other lady who I have no idea.
Jessica
her-
Chastain?
No, it isn't, but it looks just like her.
Bryce. Conan
Dallas Howard.
Doyle.
Yeah, Bryce Conan Doyle, Dallas Howard, and there's a clone from the second movie. Do you remember that?
I didn't see the second. I saw the first one.
That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about. There's a clone now
What's
of
the
a
second
person.
one called?
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I saw it. It's really bad. I'll give you this much. The second one is about saving dinosaurs from auctions.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
And they're in the mansion at some point.
that's right.
And it gets loose.
That's right. And it's not great.
No.
I liked
Terrible.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World 1, great, because it's about the dinosaurs in a park. And there's one big scary dinosaur, and you're like, oh, fuck, how are they going to take down that big dinosaur?
What's he going to do?
Also, in the second one, they make a new dinosaur called
Hyperrex or some shit.
Giganautosaurus,
That's right.
which is the stupidest name ever.
Transfers data twice as fast as the T-Rex.
I mean,
So annoying.
all dinosaur names are stupid. We're just used to them.
That's right, but like Giganautosaurus is not a dinosaur.
Triceratops, dumb. Because it's
Very
got
cool.
triangles on it. Okay.
All I think about is Power Rangers when
I
I hear
think it's more because
Triceratops.
it's got 3.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay.
Very cool.
That's true, but it's real. Giganautosaurus isn't real.
I know, but if it had been real and we'd grown up learning about it, it would be
That's
just
true.
like any other name.
That's 100% true, but it just hits my ears wrong.
It's like the shark, the
because-
megalodon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid, but
Megalodon.
100%.
it fills me with fear.
Welcome to the Megalodon.
It's
What
just
is it?
dumb because like they have there are
Megalodon.
scary dinosaurs.
Megalodon.
Do you know what I mean? There are scary
Megalodon.
dinosaurs.
the Megalodon.
Sorry.
Highway to the Megalodome. But it's real bad. And they have to go into this one place. Anyway, it's about locusts and it sucks. And there's no scary dinosaurs until the end when like a T-Rex and Giganautosaurus fight. And then that's it. But they fight like over the top of everybody else and they're just running away. It's just like here's a
a real Godzilla thing.
Yeah, 2 hour 45 minutes of shit story. And here's 5 seconds of dinosaur fight. That
Wait,
ends
so are
really
they
bad.
fighting each other, the dinosaurs?
Yeah, because they're 2 alphas in the one spot.
Godzilla versus
like
King
Transformers
Kong.
2.
Yeah.
Transformers is good.
With Leonard Nimoy as and the 2 big robots fight at the end.
Leonard Nimoy?
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy plays
The Fallen?
the one that was dead and got resurrected. Oh God,
Optimus
I don't.
Prime?
Spock?
It's not
No.
Leonard Nimoy.
No. The
Spock.
other one. The other one.
Bumblebee.
I don't know enough.
You're talking about Megatron?
Maybe he's
Nah,
Megatron.
that's Hugo Weaving.
You say you don't know anything about
I
trains?
don't think.
Spock definitely
I
plays
don't-
one of them.
I'm not sure if that's true.
It is true. I'm not going to look it up though, in case I'm wrong.
I'm looking it up.
Is
It's a
any-
shit movie, that's it.
Have you guys been watching The Boys?
Nah,
I
gotta start
haven't.
it.
I just realised that the new season's starting
Sorry.
to come out, and I'm gonna have to get onto it.
You looked at me when you said that. I answered you like you didn't already know.
The listeners don't know.
That's true. I have been watching The Boys, and I'll tell you what, I've been enjoying it more than Beck has.
Are you guys up to date?
Yes.
Yes. Unless that new episode came out today or something.
Are we in season 3?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
far in?
6 episodes are out last we checked.
Wasn't it only
6?
3? We only watched 3.
No way, we watched
4.
more than
Watched
that.
4. I think it was 4 episodes came out.
God, it felt like 6.
I know how I'm gonna piss my day away tomorrow.
I really like it. It's not a lot happens.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
They
nice.
always have those sorts of flat episodes. You're like, what the fuck are we doing, folks? And then a shitload of stuff will happen in one episode.
Yeah, there always is in every series, don't you reckon?
They're really upping the gore
Not every
factor.
Yeah.
Some.
I like the gore stuff. I'm like, that's what I'm there for.
Oh, yeah,
Upping it.
what's this up the penis situation that I
Well, I don't want to spoil it for Ben.
I just saw that was all over the internet like 2 weeks ago.
Fucking hell.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what that is.
Me either.
So-
It's the first I've heard of it.
a good
but
one.
I saw it was all over my social media like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Well, good news is it's episode 1, so just go watch.
Great.
And you'll get a taste of it.
Yeah, the same lull is happening in Obi-Wan at the moment. That's a good series, but they had 3 really great episodes, and then the 4th one was sort of plateaued a bit.
All I'm seeing is articles come up that say, oh, episode 1, oh my God, and episode 2, this is wild. And episode 3, I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up. They can't all...
Episode 1 and 2 are shit, but it's cool to see Obi-Wan and like lightsabers. Do you know what I mean? Because we haven't had any good new Star Wars in a while, and this is good new like
Isn't that
Jedi
all
Star
anyone's
Wars.
making now?
No, but like Mandalorian isn't lightsaber Star Wars. It's like Star Wars world, but like, you know, just guns and stuff.
Like the Fets kind of
Yeah, like the Boba Fett's and stuff like that. So it's great. That's really great. But there's no like classic. There's a Jedi, you know, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi or it's something. And now this is Obi-Wan Kenobi and it's Darth Vader and it's a really cool looking Darth Vader and he's fucking scared. Like
Isn't
they're
it?
doing him.
Doesn't he always look the same?
Yeah, but
The red
it, like,
penis helmet.
that's
the
the
black
black
penis
helmet. But he's scary. Like he's never been scared in the original 3.
throwing his shoulders a bit more when he walks.
Well, I don't know. In the original 3, it's like, all right, this is he's scary, but they don't have the CGI to go with him.
He was really scary in the game that we played.
He was scary in the game, and in this one, they do it. It's in darkness, and the only lighting in the thing are the lightsabers they're using.
Oh yeah.
So you get Obi-Wan's perspective, and he's got his lightsaber up, but in the darkness, he can't see. I never thought of it. You can't see past that big pole of light in front of you.
Yeah.
So
But
he's
don't
got
Jedis
this.
have?
That's right.
Don't they sense everything?
But he's the whole point of it is he's been in hiding for 10 years and he's not really good anymore.
right.
And Darth Vader's very good, and you just hear the breathing, and then all of a sudden you see a light, and then all of a sudden you see him, and it's like, oh my fucking god,
Is he
this guy's terrifying.
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just,
He's back.
Yeah, you should watch. There's a scene in episode 3, which is he's walking down the street. He's just snapping people's necks, walking down. He's dragging someone across the. It's
like
like, holy
the
fuck,
Verve
this
film
guy's
clip.
so scary.
Well, Spider-Man 3.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Symphony.
Hey, it's GMat here, and don't forget, if you enjoyed that episode of the GMat podcast and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show over at patreon.com/the GMat podcast. The post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we wrap things up and talk about anything we didn't have time to talk about. $3 a month and cancel anytime. We are a community-supported podcast, so your support over there funds the show and makes it easier for us to keep doing what we love. If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/the GMat podcast.